Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. We're actually going to do this a little bit different pace today. I've actually got some very interesting things to take note of. One, we're gonna watch a little guy come over here, and he actually is going this way, which is not the way we should be going. We rotate around the sun in this fashion, so it should be going from right to left, and it's going from left to right. So I'm kind of confused. Oh, and there's also quite a few what do you call them? Those lights that we've been talking about. It's hello. There we go. First, let's show the light really quick. Where are we at here? Come on. Oh, maybe it's not on this one. But this little guy right here. See him? Right there. It's going to go from this way to this way. Watch. See it? Oh, several times you see it go from left to right, left to right, left to right. That's actually kind of strange. Now, this is from the 27th, right? And if you look up, you'll see a few of them that are doing that. It's kind of interesting, right? Almost like, why is that doing that? Because we rotate the other way, right? But check this out. Here you can obviously see the light, right? So here we go. Brightness. And then you got remember, this is the reverse ink filter. It's black and white. Okay, it's like white noise. Black and white. White and black. Interesting, right? Now we're still seeing those dots going from left to right, which is almost interesting, right? Because if we're going from right to left, it should be going the other direction. That's kind of something to note, right? I'm not seeing any kind of planetary objects or second suns being pushed off. At least not. Oh, look, we got a couple other little flashes of light that happen. You can see them over here, blink, blink, right? No big deal, but you can still see them, and they're all going from right to left. But let's take a look at something else here. Look at, I think it's this day. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. But the most important one actually is on today's date. Oh, hello, my friend. What is that? That was interesting, wasn't it? Look at this. A nothing. There's some serious things going on with the satellite out there. This guy shows up in here. Looks like it's right here. So let's go to the next. Oh, and they blanked it out so you couldn't see it. That's what they did. They don't want you seeing that. And that's very unusual. I'll be honest. I've never seen that where it was just so off like that. But let's go, forget that. Let's go to the next one. This is what's really interesting. Look here. That's big. That's really big. And if you look over here, it's flashing. Blink, 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 blink. See, if this is actually lighting this up, whatever it is, it should be solid. And almost, if you look here, it almost looks like it's a round object by the time it gets to this point here. And this is from today. I wanted to get this on here before they start putting a mark on it, because before too long, you're going to see a gray mark on here so that you can't see the darn thing. You know, kind of like right here, it's like a solid gray line. Yeah, they're going to end up doing the same thing to this here pretty soon. Yeah, but before the end of the day, that's what I'm suspecting. They're going to put something on that so you can't really see it. So we're looking at here. We see this like kicking off, and then this is just grayed out. It's got to really make you wonder what's going on. Of course, I've pointed this out in other videos. But let's go take a peek at some other things, huh? The previous screen was CZI. This right here is near real time. This right here is Mars. Again, where the hell you going, bro? And then right here, it'll start over again here. See? There it is. And if we look over here, we'll actually see it here. There it is right there. Going behind the sun this way. How is that doing that? When, like Mars, so like let's say that Mars is, for argument's sake, on the other side of the sun, right? And he's just kind of hanging out and he's going around this way on the underside, right? You know, just instead of up. Because, I mean, in a sense, when you're going through water, if you will, you kind of do a little wavy motion. You know, you don't just go straight in a straight line like NASA tells you. I mean, you kind of go up and down as you're being, I mean, we're going like 600 kilometers per second. So as you're going 600 kilometers per second, our planets are going to go up, you know, up and down like this a little bit, like put ping pong balls on a string and then pull it through water. You know, it's kind of gonna have like the same kind of an effect. But these are going, that's going the wrong direction, because we rotate this way. Where's he going? What is he? I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much on here. Just a lot of balls of plasma, really. We did have a little filament release. We actually have a little bit of stuff going on with us right now. Let's actually just go ahead and come over here and take a peek at it. Here we are. This is our planetary K index. As you can see, on the 29th, we had a little bit from that little bit of filament, and then our coronal hole actually that was facing us. And remember how it blew off that little ribbon that I showed you guys? It smacked, like kind of like I thought. We were going to get a little pop of it, and here we are. We were at KP index of 5, and then came down to 4. So this is 3, 6, 9 hours, which would explain why I didn't sleep very good and why my back was killing me last night. I do not like being solar sensitive. Like literally, I woke up and I'm like, man, why can't I sleep? And my back was killing me. So yep, this explains a lot. So other than that, I'm not really seeing anything to give us any kind of alarms. I mean, of course, obviously they're fooling around with this. We'll take a peek at that here in just a second. Okay, here we are at the University of Michigan Geospace Model. And we're actually looking at the pressure, okay, equatorial plane, looking down at the equator, and this is noon, midnight, meridional, basically. This is the North Pole, this is the South Pole. You can see the electromagnetic field, and this is looking from the North Pole down onto the planet. Okay, does that make sense? So, or no, just the South Pole looking up. I apologize. Anyway, so, oh, wait a second. No, I don't want to zoom in on you. You can actually see the impact from our pressures. And actually, this is a really good. I love University of Michigan. Go Wolverines. You'll actually see this the increase. You'll see the bow kind of bend a little bit more, and you can really see like little pops there, and the pressure really increases. So like that. Ow, yeah, that hurt. This one kind of hurts too. This one still gets me. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around why we have the pressure on the backside if our bow shock is here. So what's pushing from behind? Not a lot of sense making out of that in my melon. Again, here it's like we got a double shield going on here, like a little buffer zone, which hey, I'm fine with. I'm fine with having an extra buffer zone. So we're doing pretty good. I also looked up the velocity and the density, and we're doing all right. Earth is handling it pretty well. All right, we are over here at Soho looking at LASCO C2. Here we go. This is from this morning, 9:36 to 13:48. That's a lot of missing data. How many hours is that, folks? 4 hours. 4 hours and 12 minutes. Taxpayer money. Give me my money back. I want it back. But let's go ahead and hit reset. You can actually see a lot of movement. And we can see this guy here going. I actually started it from yesterday, so we could actually see him go all the way across to go behind the sun, which is very, very interesting. Of course, we see our little flashes, seeing our Borg cube. Other than that, nothing really major going on. Just got little bits of going off. I mean, this is about normal, except for Mars being down under. Oh, maybe he's being symbolic for Australia, supporting Australia. Power to the down under. Okay, here's my quirky sense of humor. We're over here at LASCO C3. And again, I have no idea exactly what this is right now. I really don't. Even with planets.com looking at and a few others, I can't tell you what it is. But this, it almost looks like there's a guy's head right here, and these are his arms, these are his legs, like a little astronaut, like he got thrown out, and his arms and legs are kicking. I can just go, no, let me back in. And he's just out to space, like, sorry, dude, you're out of here. You have lost your ride. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, maybe he was a prankster and they got sick of him, so they threw him out. Who knows? But anyways, it's just kind of weird. It's not a natural formation that you see out in space. So, oh, look at that. Got another little friend right there. Zoom in on him. How you doing, buddy? All right. Yeah, there's quite a few scrambles on the satellite. Obviously, we're picking up from yesterday. You just seen another one across the top. They're all over, folks. See if I can find a good one for you for our scrambles. And, oh, come on, where are you, you gutless bloody wanda? Oh, there we go. That's where it starts. And there we go. Wow. This is amazing. You don't see it like this very often. It's pretty neat. Oh, and it ends there. What a way to look at it. Let's go check out some other things. Here we are at CZI Chronograph 2. Earlier we were looking at Lasco and real time. Okay? This right here, watch this. We're going to go next. Boop. Here we go. We got our light source, right? There is energy here. The satellite is picking it up. It's picking up this energy signature that's happening. See, the satellite doesn't know the difference that it's not coming off the sun, which is why you see the guides here picking it up. Like, oh, it came from this region of the sun. No, it didn't. It's in the middle of nowhere. And you can see how it's really... I'll try and zoom in on it. Here you go. See how you got the little green? That is indication of the center, tap dead center, if you will, of that source of that light, and which is, it's really quite boggling. That's the most concentrated, if you will, instead of like tap dead center. That's what I would call it. That's where it's coming from. So you got it there. Then you look here, so you can see here and here in the center, but it still doesn't really explain like what it is. Now, of course, when we go to the next frame, it's gone here, but it still shows it here. And then now look at where it shows the energy. You know, you got your this right here is showing the front of it, and then the majority of it as it's supposedly coming off the sun. So it still has an energy signature here. Do you guys see that? It's still registering that there's an energy signature here of some sort, even though the dark light or dark matter, if you will, is still right here. It's very interesting. Next frame, gone. Totally. But look at this. There's something there. And then it's black. So when we come back here, it would be this guy right here. There's lots of stuff going on out there, folks. It's very interesting. Woohoo! Here's one I actually didn't even catch until I was actually just about to get off of it. So this is at the very beginning, frame 1. Bam. We've got it here, right? Look at this. They try to gray it out. They got a gray mark on it, so you can't see it. Next one. Should be black, right? What are they doing? And we are going to end this morning's video, actually I should say this afternoon's video, over at spaceweather.com. Right now we are currently looking at meteors, near Earth asteroids. Okay? And right now, coming up, of course, today, we had one that was 0.4 lunar distance. That means less than half the distance between us and the moon. We had one that was 0.5 meters. Here we kind of come up here, and the velocity was 11.7 kilometers per second. So 11.7 kilometers per second. 5 meters, not super big, but holy crap. 53 meters. That's a big dog. Luckily, he's only about 13.9 lunar distances from the Earth, and his velocity is about 8.3 kilometers per second. This is about the only one that I was actually wanted to actually come and take a peek out. Some of these are, I mean, 2 lunar distance. I mean, these are pretty close. And to me, anything within 10 lunar distances, you don't really know what's going to happen. Anything could happen at any time. But 2 lunar distance, that's definitely one to, yeah, pucker for that one. But, yeah, this should be all right because, of course, December 4th, we have the solar eclipse. Don't forget. So you have a new moon and a full solar eclipse at the South Pole, Antarctica, right over the pyramids and the erupting volcano, opening some form of porthole or another. This will be very interesting, folks. So I'll keep an eye on some stuff, and I'm gonna make another video this afternoon, and we're gonna go over the Schumann, okay? And I'm actually gonna kind of show you guys a little bit on how to read it. You know, because you've got your different numbers over here and here, and sometimes it's kind of hard for people to understand. So I'll go ahead and go over that later, and then we'll also come over here and take a peek. Oh yeah, one of my favorite places, Wendy.com, because we got this thing just acting all kinds of funky. Look at this. Woo! We'll go over that later. All right, love you guys. You guys have a good one.